Hello everyone, this is Upen and welcome back to my YouTube video. Friends, in this video I'm going to talk about the ERC-6551 standard. It's just new standard implemented on the NFT tokens and it's going to change the NFT market. Everyone is talking about it, so I'm going to explain it like in a very simple language, how technically it is sound and how technically we can implement it. Before that, I'm going to tell you, we also call it token bound account, TBA, because the smart wallet, if you didn't listen about the ERC 4337 standard, it's about the smart wallet. I have created video on that. You need to listen that video first, then you can understand 6551, but I will make sure that any beginner can understand in this video. So friends, this gonna be implementing ERC 4337 on the NFT token, so that's why we call it token bound account. Because ERC 4337 token, we call that smart contract wallet. So ERC-6551 is for the smart contract wallet, and 6551 is gonna implement that smart contract wallet using an NFT. So NFT, by using NFT, we can create a digital identity of a user. Like every country has their digital identity. In India, we use Aadhaar card. This is a digital identity of a person. If government choose to put that Aadhaar card on the blockchain, implement that is the Aadhaar card functionalities and management and data on the blockchain, this is going to be the decentralized ID, and the Aadhaar card is going to be look like a NFT for NFT of a user. Every user gonna got a NFT of by, and which is of type Aadhaar card. So if that Aadhaar card gonna be, or ID of your country is going to be on the blockchain, then every assets, every property you gonna own in that country is going to attach that to that asset, is going to attach to that identity. For now, all the properties attached to your digital identity or the identity of your country. Like in India, all the assets is attached to my Aadhaar card. But if that Aadhaar card gonna be on the blockchain, then it's gonna be of an NFT type, and this 6551 is going to add the functionality in that NFT, like your one NFT token, which can be of any ID, like maybe the ID we can say 555. You got the NFT of ID 555. This is going to be your identity, and this ID is going to own all the assets. Because this NFT is going to resemble your identity, and in the Web3 world, all the property, like in the Web2 world, all your digital identity owns your all the assets. In the Web3 world, your NFT gonna hold all the assets. But as we all know, if you have develop a smart contract and all, it is not possible for your single NFT to hold all the assets, because this NFT don't have their own address. So this is what we gonna give it. We gonna give all the NFTs, like any NFT contracts which gonna be deployed in future, or it's already deployed, we can give that NFT or that NFT token a smart wallet address. So this address is going to be a smart wallet address. And if you don't know the smart wallets are the smart contracts deployed for particular user on the blockchain. So that smart contract is going to be unique for every user. And as we all know, a smart wallet or smart contract has a account, and these accounts can hold assets, like they can hold. For now, we have transferred native Ethereum token to the smart wallets or smart contracts. So our smart contract accounts can hold Ethereum ERC-20 token, ERC-721 token. But there are no any functionality through that we can transfer all that token. If our smart, we can by mistake transfer any token to the smart contract address, there are no any functionalities by using that we can transfer that or use that. If we don't implemented any function in the smart contract previously, if we implement a functionality in my smart contract, that if my smart contract have any value, any token, we can transfer it to any other address. We need to add that functionality. If we add that functionality, then our smart contract can actually work like a wallet. We can save any asset on that smart contract address, and we can add the functions to transfer it. Like we have already transferred add functionality for the ERC-20 tokens, or our native token. We can also add the similar functionality for the NFTs too. So if we add all that functionality in that smart contract, and we put that the owner of that smart contract, who can call any function of this smart contract, gonna be the owner who is the owner of that NFT. Then if we add that functionality in that smart contract, then all the methods can be called by that owner of that NFT. So we can say that this NFT or this NFT token holds or can hold address on that smart contract address, because this NFT is gonna be the owner of that smart contract. So this is the technical backgrounds, like I just tried to explain you in a brief video, in a very simple small video. After this video, I'm gonna create a bigger video. I'm gonna create a smart contract, and I will create a simple smart contract. I will show you how these functionalities can be implemented by on that smart contract. I have already developed a smart contract for the client, and this is gonna be very simple video. So if you want to learn how to build, ERC-6551, just subscribe my channel and wait for next video. I gonna put after that video. And this video gonna be very simple, friends. You gonna understand every step, because I cannot find a video on the on the YouTube for now which explains completely, because the functionality is very simple, but I didn't get any video, so it took so much time for me to understand these things. It's just a smart contract, and it's gonna be owned by a NFT token, because we're gonna add modifiers on the on every functions that the only owner can call this, and we can check the owner of the NFT ID, and we can put that modifier and that. So this is gonna be a very simple smart contract, like for ERC-4337 is very simple, and ERC-6551 standard is also very simple, but it's gonna make the NFT very powerful. As you can understand now, NFTs can hold assets. So as you can see, it's gonna be very important for the gaming industry. For now, if you are a player, you're gonna win NFTs of a guns, you win NFT of a bungalow, win NFT of a motorcycle, car. So this gonna be stored in your wallet. So your wallet is going to fill up. You're gonna be a jungle of so many NFTs, and it's not very aesthetic. Now if you're gonna and if you are involved in 2 or 3 games, so your wallet gonna be mixing all that NFTs. But now if you are gonna be the player of a game, so your player is gonna be owned by you. There is gonna be a NFT of that player, and now that NFT gonna have their account. It's gonna be an account bonded with that NFT, and any assets you're gonna win in the game can be owned by that smart contract. So this is gonna be make gaming industry very easy. It can be implemented in any industry where you gonna own assets. So NFTs are gonna be changed, and this is very simple. In next video I'll show you that you can implement this functionality in the existing NFTs contract also. You don't need to change the anything. Not going to be changed in the ERC-721 token. ERC-721 token gonna be the same, sorry. And you're gonna add extra, you're gonna deploy extra contract which gonna just read the ERC-721 token to check that who is the owner of that token. That's it. So it's not going to change the existing frameworks, existing platforms. It's gonna be easily implemented with any marketplace and all. So in this video, that's it, friend. I hope if you like the video, you're gonna hit the like button. If you want more videos like that, you just wanna subscribe my channel and hit the bell icon, and we'll meet in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye.